The Lords of Montfort, a tribute to the fallen heroes of the Battle of Warnes. The Lords of Montfort is a remarkable painting that commemorates the heroic deeds and tragic deaths of 4 Dutch knights from the de Rover family of Montfort, who fought in the Battle of Warnes against the Frisians in 1345. The painting, which dates back to around 1400, is one of the few surviving examples of Northern Netherlandish panel painting from this period. It combines artistic skill, historical accuracy, and religious symbolism to create a powerful and poignant image of devotion and sacrifice. The Battle of Warnes was a decisive event in the history of the medieval Low Countries. It took place on the 26th of September, 1345, on the feast day of Saints Cosmas and Damian, near the village of Warnes in Friesland. The battle was part of a long-standing conflict between the Counts of Holland and the Frisians, who resisted the feudal authority of the Counts and sought to maintain their independence and autonomy. The Frisians had rebelled against Count Willem IV of Holland, who was also the Count of Hainaut, Zeeland, and Lord of Friesland. Willem IV led a large army of knights and nobles from Holland and other regions to suppress the rebellion and assert his control over Friesland. However, the Frisians ambushed the invading army near the coast and inflicted a crushing defeat on them. Count Willem IV was killed in the battle, along with many of his allies and supporters. The battle was a major blow to the prestige and power of the House of Holland and a significant victory for the Frisian freedom fighters. Among the fallen nobles were 4 members of the de Rover family of Montfort, a prominent and influential knightly family from the Utrecht region. They were Jan I, Burgrave of Montfort, his great-uncle Rolof de Rover van Heulstein, his uncle Willem de Rover van Montfort, and his cousin Hendrik de Rover van Heulstein. The first 3 died in the battle, while Hendrik was severely wounded but survived. Their deaths were recorded in the necrology of the Abbey of Saint Servars in Utrecht, where they were buried. Their family history, written by Burgrave Jan II in 1448, also mentions their participation and fate in the Battle of Warnes. The painting depicts the 4 lords of Montfort kneeling before an enthroned Virgin Mary and Child, who are surrounded by a halo of light. The Virgin holds a scepter in her right hand and a lily in her left hand, symbolizing her royal and pure status. The Child blesses the knights with his right hand and holds a globe in his left hand, representing his universal sovereignty. The knights are presented to the Virgin by Saint George, who stands behind them and places his hand on Hendrik's arm. Saint George is the patron saint of the de Rover family, as well as the patron saint of knights, soldiers, and crusaders. He is identified by his banner and shield, which bear a red cross on a white field, the emblem of the Order of the Garter, to which he was associated. He is also depicted wearing a garter around his left leg, inscribed with the motto of the order, Honi soit qui mal y pense, shame on him who thinks evil of it. The 4 knights are dressed in similar armor and tunics, indicating their military and social status. They wear helmets with visors, which are lifted to reveal their faces. They also wear surcoats, which are long garments worn over the armor, bearing the de Rover van Montfort coat of arms and crest. The coat of arms consists of a red lion rampant on a gold field, while the crest is a red lion's head with a gold crown. The knights also hold their swords in their right hands, pointing downwards, as a sign of respect and submission. Above each knight is displayed his coat of arms and crest, as well as his name and title. The names and titles are written in Latin, using Gothic script. The order of the knights, from left to right, is Jan I, Burgrave of Montfort, Rolof de Rover van Heulstein, Willem de Rover van Montfort, and Hendrik de Rover van Heulstein. The background of the painting is a dark blue color, sprinkled with gold stars. This may suggest a heavenly setting, where the Virgin and Child reside and where the knights hope to be received. The blue color also contrasts with the red and gold colors of the de Rover van Montfort coat of arms, creating a striking visual effect. The painting is framed by a wooden border, which contains an inscription at the bottom. The inscription, written in Dutch, using Gothic script, narrates the historical context of the painting and the names and dates of the knights. The inscription reads, "In the year of our Lord 1345, on Sts Cosmas and Damian's day, killed by the Frisians along with Count Willem IV of Hainaut, Holland and Zeeland, and Lord of Friesland, Lord Janai of Montfort, Lord Rolof de Rover of Hulstein, and Lord Willem de Rover of Montfort, with many of their kin, friends, and subordinates. Pray for all their souls. This was portrayed in the year 1608, portrayed for the third time in the year 1770. The inscription indicates that the painting was made more than 250 years after the Battle of Worms, and that it was restored twice, in 1608 and 1770. The reasons for the creation and restoration of the painting are not known, but they may reflect the enduring legacy and memory of the de Rover family of Montfort and their involvement in the Battle of Worms. The Lords of Montfort is a unique and valuable artwork that combines artistic skill, historical accuracy, and religious symbolism. It is one of the few surviving examples of Northern Netherlandish panel painting from around 1400, a period that is poorly documented and represented in the history of art. It is also one of the earliest examples of a commemorative panel, a genre of painting that depicts individuals or groups who are honored or remembered for their deeds or virtues. The painting shows the influence of Eastern Netherlandish and German art, especially in the use of the blue background with gold stars, which is also found in other works from this region and time. The painting also demonstrates the artistic precision and attention to detail that characterize Northern Netherlandish panel painting, especially in the depiction of the armor, the coats of arms, and the inscriptions. The painting also reveals the close connection between art, history, and religion in the medieval Low Countries, where paintings were not only aesthetic objects but also historical documents and religious symbols. The painting expresses the devotion and sacrifice of the four lords of Montfort, who died or suffered for their faith and their loyalty to their lord. It also invokes the intercession of the Virgin Mary and Saint George, who are seen as the protectors and patrons of the knights and their family. The painting also invites the viewers to pray for the souls of the knights, who are believed to be in purgatory, awaiting their final judgment and salvation. The Lords of Montfort is a remarkable painting that commemorates the heroic deeds and tragic deaths of four Dutch knights from the de Rover family of Montfort, who fought in the Battle of Worms against the Frisians in 1345. The painting, which dates back to around 1400, is one of the few surviving examples of Northern Netherlandish panel painting from this period. It combines artistic skill, historical accuracy, and religious symbolism to create a powerful and poignant image of devotion and sacrifice.